Let's get the official introductions from our ring announcer, the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the Miccosukee Indian Gaming in South Florida for our long-awaited main event of the evening, brought to you by Don King Productions in association with Vlad Wharton of Top Ring Events Australia, Showtime Championship Boxing, and the undefeated, undisputed King of Beers, Budweiser. This bout coming away is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council President Jose Suleiman, Supervisor Juan Sanchez, along with the Miccosukee Athletic Commission Chairman Billy Cypress, Assistant Chairman Jasper Nelson, Commissioners Andrew Burt, Max Bailey, and Jerry Cypress, Executive Director Don Hazelton. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Stanley Simpson and Dr. Alan Fields. Timekeeper at the bell, Alberto Hernandez. Keeping count of the knockdowns, Jeremy Levine. Introducing to you our judges, scoring this bout from ringside, from Northampton, England, John Keane. From Placida, Florida, Don O'Neill. And from Honolulu, Hawaii, Chuck Williams. All right, fans, here we go with our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Miccosukee Indian Gaming, it's showtime! Introducing to you our referee in charge of this bout, the third man in the ring, Frank Santori. All right, fans, here we go. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing black trunks and joining us all the way from Sydney, Australia. He weighed in at the super lightweight limit of 140 pounds with a record of 22 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. He has 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former IBF World Champion and the current WBC Interim Super Lightweight Champion of the World, introducing Kostya Tszyu. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the red corner for this undisputed championship bout. He is wearing black trunks with gold trim, hailing from Mexico City, Distrito Federal, Mexico. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 140 pounds even. His outstanding record stands at 43 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, with 33 wins coming by way of knockout. Currently ranked at WBC #1 Super Lightweight contender, here is the former WBC Lightweight Champion of the World, introducing Miguel Gonzalez. Once again, a referee in charge now to give instructions for this bout, Frank Santori.
Give us about 10 seconds, Frank. Costa, your mouthpiece. Miguel.
Mouthpiece.
All right, gentlemen, the fight will be done under the
WBC and the unified rules of the ABC. All right, let's just keep it clean.
Our trunks are both right about the belt line, so blow here is fair. All right, blow here and above is fair.
All right. In case of the knockdown, the man standing will go to the neutral corner, stay there until I call him out. Gentlemen, do we have any questions? All right, let's keep our blows above the belt.
Kostya Tszyu, a no-nonsense starter, 6 of his 18 knockouts in the first round. His opponent, Miguel Angel Gonzalez, not a particularly fast starter, but always presses forward. He's intelligent, has great heart, tremendous durability. This could really be a wild first round. Tszyu always looking to establish control early, while Gonzalez, getting in his last minute prayers, hopes to take the fight deep and wear Tszyu down.
Miguel,
This fight has had many twists and turns. It's been embroiled in contract disputes, ending in a court order for a co-promotion of this event. As a result, America Presents has requested not to be associated with the promotion. Once again, a classic example of the business of boxing hurting the sport of boxing. Round one scheduled for 12, both in the black trunks. Tszyu on the left of your screen, Gonzalez the right.
Gonzalez got off a low blow right. His first punch was a low blow.
Stop. Roughouse tactics right here at the outset.
Remember, Gonzalez has said, I want to establish my presence. He's going to know that he's in with a champion. So this is what these first 2 rounds will be.
One of the things I love most about Tszyu is he will test your heart and your chin immediately. He'll find out if you want to fight. If you don't get your pound of flesh, he'll give you no respect.
Right off the bat, you can see both fighters are wearing black, which I think is some kind of a crime we never seem to fix in boxing. But you can certainly tell who's who because of the writing.
And also, Gonzalez wearing the white shoes and Tszyu in the black.
They both even have gold lettering with it, too.
Yeah. I don't see why they can't be legislated, but let's not ruin a good fight. We're just talking about that. Let's get into the fight.
Cut over the left eye of Miguel Angel Gonzalez a minute into the fight.
He's got blood already. He's got a cut right there on the... Oh, I can't see it quite to see whether it's along the ridge or cutting it diagonally.
It looks like it's right along the eyebrow. It was a headbutt. They came in and banged heads.
Oh, this would be ruined. This would be awful if this was a factor in this fight.
And the heads coming together again.
Miguel Angel Gonzalez butted Tszyu blatantly on purpose, thinking that the one that he got butted earlier was intentional, I guess.
Yeah, and Tszyu didn't went right back at him. Boy, he's tough. Tszyu is tough.
Tszyu's doing a little too much head hunting right here, though.
Yeah.
I think what he needs to do is fire that right hand into the body, work that body, and break Miguel down, not jump to the head with everything.
Yeah, that's 20 fights instead of 40. That's the inexperience right now. He's got to settle down. He's got to settle down.
And Tszyu looking to end this thing on one punch. He is just winging and mostly missing. Gonzalez going to the body in much more deliberate fashion.
And that's a nasty looking eye right now. I don't know if we'll have to see it up close. Another warning for low blow.
Nice hook off the jab by Tszyu.
Now Gonzalez going upstairs and landing with double left hooks to the head of Tszyu.
Remember, while we talk about the power of Tszyu, also the champion Gonzalez has a great deal of power. He just knocks people right out.
Trying not to be fazed by that cut is Miguel Angel Gonzalez.
No, but it's in the first round, and that is a factor. You got 11 rounds to go. That's not good.
Dirty roughhouse tactics right at the beginning of the fight.
Wow, tough round, tough round.
Está arriba del ojo, no se desespere, está arriba del ojo.
He's just fighting too much head hunting.
No se desespere, está arriba de todos modos, ¿ok?
He said it's on top of the eye, don't worry about it. It's on top of the eye, don't worry about it.
Boxeando así. La vaselina, por favor. Sígalo boxeando.
Box him, don't lose your head. Box him.
This is the first headbutt. It was accidental. Tszyu was just, oh, this is the intentional one, I'm sorry. Here you see, and Miguel Angel just kind of, there you go. Just duck his head down. First he hit him with a little shoulder up, then ducked his head down and started jammed him with it a little bit. And the accidental one was previous to this. This was just Tszyu coming in right there.
Oh.
Just coming in, trying to keep his head down, and Miguel Angel slamming his face in.
So Gonzalez, the guy who pays the price for his own purposeful headbutt.
Gonzalez has fought the more organized fight, the more again with his shoulder. Well, these two guys are going to go at it. I mean, there's nothing they're going to leave on. Very close round, though. Very close.
Well, we said the first round would be wild, and it lives up to that. Wild swing and a miss with the right hand by Tszyu. Tszyu is doing a lot of missing.
Right now, Tszyu is missing a lot with that right hand, and that will prematurely fatigue you. The big bombers get tired when they miss because it takes more energy to throw a punch and then stop it on your own rather than it hit something.
But Bobby, this guy's got to settle down something. He's a little bit too sky high right now. He's got to get back into being Tszyu. being his attack mode. He's waiting for the other guy to get his first shot off. That's not good when you got a guy who can fire like Gonzalez. Whoa!
Stop!
This is going to be ugly on the inside, fellas.
They come close together, sparks fly.
Gonzalez, rabbit punching, also holding and hitting, getting cautioned by Frank Santori. Oh! Combination to the head by Kostya.
Kostya went to jab and then threw a hook off the jab and stepped in with a beautiful right hand. Now he's hesitated a little too long, though.
Yeah, Gonzalez took that very well for being that big a shot. I mean, that should have really stung. That was big.
Stop.
Gonzalez has been down 3 times in his 45 professional fights. But he showed a terrific chin there.
Another low blow by Gonzalez.
As Tszyu indicating it to the referee very calmly. Tszyu landing with a crisp combination moments ago. Now a minute to go.
There he goes again.
There he goes again. They're going to take a round away from him. They're going to take it a point if he keeps going.
He not only shouldered him, he did him with the head again, too. I mean, this is a flat-out dirty tactics fight.
Well, he's sort of mad about that cut, I think.
Tszyu landing. Again. Now flicking the left jab. Looking to set up the right.
Tszyu looking good right in that little exchange.
Tszyu's also being very accurate with the counter left hook. Landing on the right side of Gonzalez's head and eye.
Tszyu looking very confident now as we approach the final 20 seconds of the second round.
Tszyu is settling down into that groove that we've seen him so often. He was too high, he was too flighty. Now he's getting down into the fighting. He's getting in the trenches now.
Nice, beautiful jab right. I still maintain, though, he would throw a double jab up top, stand Gonzalez up and fire that right hand to solar plexus. He would be much more effective.
Very good round for Kostya.
Excellent, excellent round.
Some left, please.
I think a lot of people underestimate Tszyu's speed, and maybe Gonzalez is doing a little of that here tonight because Tszyu's stepping in, and he's effective. Here he throws the jab, he hooks off the jab, and there's that right hand. That was pretty clean, and that buckled his legs pretty good. That was a very good right hand. It's a little lower angle of the look. Jab, hook off the jab. Now the jab was meant as a rangefinder. The hook and right hand were meant to land. And now here on the inside, you'll see Miguel Gonzalez. Give him a little shoulder. There's the shoulder, and there's the head.
Oh, that's a headbutt.
That's a 1-2.
Oh, that's a headbutt.
Obvious dirty tactics by Miguel Gonzalez, who certainly has been in trouble before in big championship fights, but able to come back. We'll see what happens here. It is round 3. Tszyu coming off a very effective second round.
I tell you what, he's throwing a very good right hand. If that continues to land, Gonzalez isn't going to take that all night long.
And I think Miguel Gonzalez, as well as Abel Sanchez, his trainer, underestimated the speed of Tszyu. He does have pretty good speed.
Yeah,
he's very sneaky with his feints.
And he has one punch knockout power. But we'll see if his quickness and speed spells the difference here.
Frank Santori's got his work cut out for him tonight. These two guys are going to quit. They're going to be tough all night long.
Have you ever seen Gonzalez fight this type of fight before?
Well, he's never been in with a guy who's attacked him like this before. Although he's trying to put some order in it. He's trying to get into that Chavez over and under to the side and the side of the head. He hasn't succeeded, but he's tried it several times.
I'll tell you what, he's showing me a little bit different look. Even Chavez couldn't put this kind of pressure on him and be this effective. I don't know anyone that's attacked him this way. He's this effective. There almost seems like a little bit of an air of desperation already by Gonzalez, and I think he's a little out of his game.
Gonzalez, though, not looping his punches as much as we've seen before. Tszyu, of course, throws darts, but a lot straighter by Gonzalez.
Gonzalez holding his own this round. He's not. Don't look for him to fold. I mean, he's going to be coming back and forth. The ebb and flow of this fight's going to be tough.
He feels it's going to be a long one, and that the longer it goes, he has the advantage.
It's possible.
Tszyu's trainer should take a look at this tape right now, this first few rounds, and notice that underneath, I really believe there's a big opening for Kostya Tszyu. When you use that feeler jab, double, triple up top, and fire a straight right to the belly of Gonzalez, or a fighter of that structure, and he's just not going to the body. He's head hunting quite a bit.
Yeah. He's looking for that right hand to do that big damage. He landed it once, but it's, you know, you can't do that once every 3 rounds. Gonzalez putting in a sustained, methodical attack.
And regrouping after that vicious left-right combination.
One thing is...
Something else that a little footnote for people to watch. Gonzalez is not able to move forward too effectively right now. His punches lessen in power when he's going backwards and throwing punches forward. Kostya Tszyu, on the other hand, consistently coming forward, the power still with his punches.
Well, Kostya Tszyu certainly has many fans and supporters on hand here tonight, coming a long way. There's his dad, young Boris Tszyu, relocating to Sydney, Australia, along with Kostya's mom, his wife Natasha, 2 sons.
Make this ready all the time. Sorry? Make this ready all the time now. Yeah. Behind the back. Yeah. Scotty, you can put the ice bag on his back from the next round. Hey, don't be the best home.
Aunque más el tercero o cuarto ahorita tenemos bastante tiempo, pero no dejamos la pelea muy lejos, ¿eh? Agua.
All right, he says the 4th round coming up now. Remember our plan, apparently a plan to go to 4 and then do something else, which they spoke of. You know, if he gets to 4, then it's a different fight. We'll see what he's got in mind.
Some years ago, we saw Khalid Rahilu's trainer do the same thing in upsetting Frankie Randall. You have to get past the 5th round, then turn it on.
The cut holding up pretty well there on Gonzalez. Abel Sanchez doing a good job.
Not a fight.
Round number 4. Don't you think Gonzalez has to show movement, get in and out fast, go to the body, keep his distances against a guy like Tszyu?
I think
left shoulder, another foul tactic by Gonzalez.
I said that's the last warning too.
Yeah, and this guy threw a punch right while he was taking the other guy away.
Gonzalez has been dirty from the opening bell.
Well, that was a dirty on both sides. That punch that went afterwards was absolutely hitting on the break.
Well, if I was Tszyu, I'd hit him late too.
Yeah, but it's still a foul.
Miguel Angel Gonzalez needs to set that jab up. He can't just leave with that looping roundhouse hook. Kostya Tszyu's too fast, and he throws his punches straight.
Nice jabbing here by Tszyu. Stiff arm jab.
One thing about Tszyu, he throws that left a couple of times. You know that right hand's coming. I mean, that guy wings the right.
Only 1 loss for Tszyu. There's a combination to the head by Tszyu. Once again, the right seemed to do more damage, more effective. It pushed Gonzalez back. Lone defeat, 10th round TKO to Vince Phillips.
Wait a minute. What is that about? Oh, come on. Now, that was not right.
Gonzalez, of course, his only loss to Oscar De La Hoya.
That was a nice little slick move. A lead right hand, then a left right. All 3 connected. Not real strong, but Tszyu clearly more effective.
Again, the same thing.
Yeah, this time Tszyu hitting after the break. During the break, and Gonzalez giving the shoulder. And he's taken a point away from Gonzalez. So Gonzalez did something worse than Tszyu, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I'll repeat myself. I can't blame Tszyu for hitting late because he's getting fouled repeatedly by Gonzalez. So he's just answering back in his own fashion.
See, Tszyu is a roughhouse type of guy, but all within the scope of the rules. He's a roughhouse guy because he's mean, he's strong, he punches well, and he's usually in great condition, so he's hard to fend off. And sometimes fighters want to try and discourage him from doing what he does. right eye of Gonzalez starting to swell now from that left hook that Tszyu's been landing there so regularly.
Here's a straight right hand to the head by Tszyu. Now Gonzalez resorting to long winging punches that have no impact on Tszyu. He wants to get in and out. He is feeling the wrath of Tszyu inside and doesn't want to feel it anymore. Well, we talked about the dirty tactics of Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Let's go inside the ropes as Bobby Chez takes a closer look.
Well, Steve, it started kind of right away. There wasn't a long time into the fight, and as they got close, there was an accidental, just a completely innocent accidental headbutt there. And immediately after that, here's what Miguel does inside. Here's the shoulder, here's the head. And obviously Tszyu took exception to that. A little later on, does it again. A little rabbit punch behind the head. Here you'll see a little shoulder and a head. Pretty consistent. If you're going to be dirty, you might as well go all out. And that one turned out to make a point deduction. They wind up deducting a point finally because here comes the shoulder again. And he loves it. There it is, right in the mouth.
Oh, and he hit the referee too with a left hook accidentally. Frank Santori got it in the jaw. 1 point deducted from Gonzalez in round 4 for holding and hitting and generally dirty tactics.
Tszyu has still yet to go to the body with that straight right hand. I'm extremely surprised that someone in the corner hasn't mentioned it. And if they have, that he hasn't tried it. It's wide open. I think it'd be a real good and effective tool for him.
Many European fighters keep their left arms straight, as Russian Kostya has done at times thus far.
Don't punch. Stop. Let go. Watch.
Kind of stiff arms him.
That's a great body shot right there. That was a great body shot.
Here's a left hook to the head by Tszyu. What an answer he had.
There's that left hook we talked about. And one of the keys to victory. He's starting to land it, slowing Tszyu down a little bit. So far, this is the best opening in any round for Gonzalez.
Remember what he said. After 4, we open up. Remember that, Bobby. And he opened up. This is opening up.
He dug a hole for the first 4, especially with the point.
Yeah. That's going to be controversial because I thought he was. Oh,
combination of the head by Tszyu. Momentarily staggering.
He hurt Gonzalez a little delayed reaction.
Oh, another one. A swarm by Tszyu. A barrage to the head.
And he's a finisher.
We're going to find out now if power has a little advantage over boxing.
An overhand right by Kostya that really nailed Gonzalez.
Oh, now that was, you see what he did there? There, now that was wrong. That was wrong.
Forearmed him, give him, oh, what a left hook.
Stop.
Gonzalez taking a big beating here. Big beating.
Gonzalez is in trouble.
Yep, he's taking a big beating. He's got a whole minute to endure it.
And Tszyu continues to charge in.
He's got to do something to keep Tszyu off, and he's doing it right now.
I don't think Gonzalez has ever faced anybody who hits quite this hard, quite this often.
Straight right hand to the head by Tszyu. What a round for Kostya.
Big, huge round.
Again, all over Gonzalez.
Boy, but what kind of jaw on Gonzalez? He should have been gone by now. He's been pummeled. Look at that.
Tremendous pressure by Tszyu.
31 seconds to go.
I can't understand what's holding him up. His head was almost perpendicular to his shoulders.
Yeah, he got bent back.
Tszyu trying to end matters here in round 5.
What a hard on Gonzalez and what punching power for Tszyu. He is a monster.
This could be very well a 10-8 round. Without the knockdown, this is as clean a 10-8 round without a knockdown as you might be able to find.
Tszyu doing it in such cool, calm fashion. Just steps in and fires. Great round for Kostya.
What a great round, and what a great round.
Dad Boris loves it.
What a great round for Gonzalez to take that kind of punishment. I don't think that's going to be any good.
Tszyu has such a great straight right hand. There the left hook and the right hand fall a little short, but he follows through. And you can see that the legs come out in a little bit of a delayed reaction by Gonzalez. And Tszyu still, though, pretty much headhunts here. When he goes back and watches this tape, I'd like to know what he and his trainer think about going to the body. Here's another angle. The right hand clean on the jaw. And you can see him wobble. His feet are not quite under him. But again, all up top. Same straight right hand to the solar plexus. Could have paralyzed Gonzalez, but Tszyu didn't throw it.
Pivotal round here, round 6. Kostya Tszyu off a tremendous round 5. He had a big smile on his face as he walked to his corner at the end of the round.
Gonzalez has dug himself a very deep hole. I don't know how he can ever get out of this, but this is a championship fight that can be determined by a knockout, and apparently it will.
Tszyu 22-1-1, 18 knockouts. Gonzalez 43-1-1 with 33 KOs.
Even if the people in Gonzalez's camp all recognized Kostya Tszyu's power, even though they said they didn't think they thought it was overrated, didn't think it was that great, I believe they underestimated his speed and his accuracy and his physical strength to come forward.
And don't forget that Gonzalez hasn't fought in 405 days. That could be a factor here as well. 14 months. He said he wouldn't suffer from ring rust, but that's just him talking.
Well, I don't think he's got that to worry about. I think he's got Tszyu to worry about. Tszyu's the guy who's been doing all this damage. He's great. He is great right tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about too much about rust. I'd worry about that Australian steel.
Boy. It's pure iron coming up to him.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go, Gonzalez.
Straight left jab. He missed with the right, though. Kostya Tszyu continues to have his way with the Mexican, Gonzalez.
Gonzalez's legs look a little dead. He's not bouncing around it. Well, they should. He should have been knocked out, or at least taken an 8 count. They're gone down. There's no 8 count.
And even there on the inside, Tszyu is landing with short, crisp uppercuts to the chin.
He threw a great uppercut. Did you see Gonzalez just tapped himself in the chin as if to say, yeah, I took it.
Yeah.
And stop right there. Back.
Or as if to say, I got a chin. That doesn't hurt.
But he's got to put forth some offense here. Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Pace slowing a bit after a furious pace earlier. First 5 rounds. Plus.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Beautiful right uppercut.
Oh,
Tszyu is quick, isn't he?
Just as you were going away thinking it's all safe and sound, whoop, there comes
As you see, Gonzalez there was leaning on the ropes, leaning backward. His midsection wide open. And I can't imagine Kostya Tszyu that he doesn't see or someone doesn't tell him.
And Tszyu finishes strong. Well, we've got more World Championship action coming your way on Showtime next month. On Friday, September 24th, we'll present a triple header featuring WBA middleweight champ William Jaffe in his 3rd fight with former champion Julio Cesar Green. Our 2 other world title fights headlined by WBC middleweight champ Keith Holmes and WBA junior welterweight champion Shambe Mitchell. Catch this exciting triple header on Showtime Friday, September the 24th at the special time of 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. And then in October, another triple header. Ricardo Lopez, one of boxing's best, will step up to challenge Will Grigsby for his IBF junior flyweight title. Julio Cesar Chavez also on the card with Christy Martin. That's Saturday, October 2nd, 9:30 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. And an interested spectator on hand here is the WBA super lightweight champion, Shambe Mitchell, who could be fighting one of these guys in the near future. Tszyu racing out from his corner to attack Miguel Angel Gonzalez to begin round 7.
See, part of the reason that Tszyu is not getting tired and not being forced to use up energy is when he's ready to sit there, Gonzalez doesn't do that much pressure. And when they come together, they hold each other, they clinch, he gets to rest.
How about the scorecards unofficially?
Mine's a runaway. I have it 60-52. 6 rounds is zip with 2 two-point rounds. The point taken off plus the round that he got rocked.
I'm not that bad off, but it's just about the same.
Well, whacking
I got
right
58-54.
Combination by Kostya Tszyu, who continues to be in command. Here's the online scoring. Tszyu all the way, a shutout.
Zippo.
Well, the people at home will agree with me. I feel a little better. He's just, his hands are too heavy. He has in his repertoire, he has those heavy hands, the kind of hands like Chavez that when they hit you, they damage you. You see the damage now as it's evidenced on Miguel Gonzalez's face.
Gonzalez feeling the power of Kostya Tszyu, who is fast, he is strong, he is elusive, he is intelligent.
Relentless is the word we got to put in there.
Well, that sums it all up. We've used that word earlier. A lot of red around the right eye of Miguel Angel Gonzalez, a welt underneath.
There's another low blow warning.
What's amazing is that Gonzalez hasn't scored well until then, enough to hurt him or keep him off.
Some winging right hands. There's no denying the heart and the will of Miguel Angel Gonzalez. He just doesn't seem to be at the same skill level as Kostya Tszyu.
And every time he throws a right hand to the body, he gets countered with a left hook right on that swelling right eye. Kostya Tszyu is very quick with the counter.
Little warning about punching to the kidneys. He got 5 straight punches by now.
Now stop! Now don't point. Don't point.
The surprise here is after having Gonzalez in that much trouble, it's amazing he let him off the hook in the next round and isn't pressing him in this round.
Well, Gonzalez proved that he's not only got a good chin, he's durable, got a great big heart. He recovered well.
Gonzalez continues to be punished.
He just gave another shoulder. He gave Tszyu another shoulder.
Well, he's desperate. Gonzalez is desperate now.
Be interesting to see how many of those they take before they disqualify.
But there's no need for those techniques.
Right hand.
Bring him up down with that beautiful jab. Bit of water, Pete, on the head. Hit, eyes back. That's simple. That's enough. Feeling good, mate?
Look at it again.
Water on the head. Water on the head, Pete. Push your head back, mate.
Tszyu, ever the aggressor, putting Gonzalez's back to the ropes as often as he can, making him pay. He missed a few shots, but he lands a few shots. And Gonzalez, again, while he's going backwards, leaning back like that, he can't hurt anybody. There's no way for him to hurt Tszyu when he's leaning backward like that on the ropes. It's impossible. Here's one more look, side angle view. Always the aggressor, always coming offense on the mind. Misses a couple, then lands with the left. Nice left hand there, finish off the combination.
This is a textbook performance by Kostya Tszyu.
Tszyu is running across it. I mean, he wants to get this on. He looks like he's having a good time. The other guy looks like he's suffering in agony.
Well, I think Tszyu's trying to make a statement, and so far he's made a pretty good one. No one has dominated Miguel Angel Gonzalez like this ever.
It's certainly not De La Hoya and certainly not Chavez. Nobody's done this to him.
Kostya Tszyu breaks out of it with a beautiful combination of the head. Then he steps back and smiles at Gonzalez. Almost a low blow by Miguel.
Yeah, he has got his trunks up very high.
Tszyu almost playing with Gonzalez now by whipping his left hand around and then stinging him with a straight right to the head. Again, he's going right through the gloves of Gonzalez, who can't defend himself.
Kostya Tszyu commits himself with that right hand. He turns it on, even with the jab there. When he's not using that jab as a feeler, watch that right hand. He commits himself.
A smacking straight right to the head by Tszyu. And if the ropes weren't there, Gonzalez would be in the first row.
It's almost over, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, he's going through there without any blocking at all. I mean, you can't take that much more punishment. He is getting beat up as Gonzalez. Gonzalez is taking a beating.
They're too heavy and they're too many.
And Tszyu knows he just can't be hurt by any return shot, so he just charges in goes at will, landing repeatedly. He doesn't have a mark on his face, and he just smiles back at Gonzalez, almost robotic-like. Here's Kostya. Straight left hand that lands cleanly.
You know, there's a nice shot to the body. Now I want to see him do it with the right hand. This fight would have probably be over. Would have been or would be now if he worked their body as hard as he's worked with that right hand to the chin. What right hands Miguel Gonzalez has absorbed.
Tszyu continues to be in total control. A winging left hook by Kostya off the forehead of Miguel Gonzalez.
Brutal punishment. Boy, that was a series of strong, stinging punches. Let's keep Gonzalez up. Oh, that was a low blow. Boy, that was low.
You still think that ring rust is no factor here? You got to be kidding me, Bertie. You got to be kidding me.
Now he does look.
Yeah.
It does look like it.
You were wrestling when he hit you. Are you okay? Take a minute. You okay? You ready?
Obviously, Kostya is doing incredible damage here, and probably the toughest fighter that Gonzalez has ever fought in his life, which is saying a lot because you're talking about De La Hoya and Chavez, but the long layoff has to have some wear and tear.
It's just getting to be a repeat of every other 30 seconds. Kostya goes and unloads when he wants to and rests when he feels like it.
Well, I'm dying to see what they're going to tell him in Gonzalez's corner. Let's listen.
No me voy a esperar a que el referí me la pare la pelea. Si no empiezo a tirar golpes, yo mismo voy a subir, lo voy a descalificar. Tiene que tirar golpes.
You got to throw punches. If not, I'm going to get up there and disqualify you. I'm going to stop this fight unless you start throwing punches.
Kostya commits with that right hand so well. There you see that commitment, the drive. He comes in forward, he drives. See his shoulders, hip turned into that right hand. He really punches through the ropes, punches through the gloves, I mean, and really, here's another replay. He just commits with that right hand so well, and he's accurate with it. And while he's on the heels, there's nothing Gonzalez can do to hurt him. There he turns him with a beautiful left hook underneath. Two light right hands, but then he dives in with the left shoulder and the hook, really committing his weight.
A vicious assault that continues as Tszyu rains punches on the head and body of Miguel Gonzalez. Still amazingly no knockdown.
When you hear your own corner guy say, if you don't start punching, I'm going to stop this, you know that you're talking about a shutout. This guy's just beating him every round like a gong. Corner man's got to figure, hey, it reaches a point where there's no percentage in eating up your fighter here.
That was dramatic stuff from Abel Sanchez. Boy, Gonzalez has to hope for a Vince Phillips type finish here, or he's not going to leave with the title. Oh, what a right hand. Overhand right, straight right, whatever you want to call it. It landed. There's another straight right hand off the head of Gonzalez, and Santori looking in very closely.
Gonzalez, to his credit, just fired a couple of shots back. Otherwise, the referee was very close to calling this a done deal.
What resolve by Gonzalez?
Don't hold. Stop safe. Don't hold your punch. Watch.
One of the keys to victory, I said too, for Gonzalez was that he had to come forward, Steve, which he was never able to do and set the pace.
If this was anybody else, this fight may have been stopped by now.
Yeah, well, Gonzalez had nothing to keep him off. He just comes right through everything Gonzalez throws. I'm amazed to see that happen to Gonzalez with the punching power that he's shown.
Maybe he hurt me. He went to the body with that right hand. He didn't land it, but he went there.
Well, Bobby, he doesn't need any help. He's doing pretty good.
He sure does.
Tszyu is hurting Gonzalez with the jab.
And he's landed so much to the head, you have to think, okay, let me throw a couple of these big bombs downstairs.
Gonzalez came back with a short left hook, but it left Tszyu unfazed, basically, as he comes swarming back in.
It doesn't look like he's got anything with his punch, and he shouldn't have with the kind of beating he's just taken.
He has just had everything taken out of him, Gonzalez. This is a beaten former champion who's getting punished by a jab right now.
Tszyu looks nice and fresh, and Gonzalez looks like a completely beaten fighter.
Right now, Gonzalez doesn't have the strength. I'm sure he's in pain. He's been battered and beaten from pillar to post for the last 3 or 4 rounds consistently.
Well,
Well, Tszyu has certainly learned well from his previous fights.
He certainly has. He's come on. He looked like a winner the first time I saw him in Australia, and he hadn't shown anything else but what I saw there. But if anybody was to tell me he can handle Gonzalez this easily, I would have told him he's crazy, because he has handled him easily.
I believed he'd win the fight, and I believed he'd be reasonably convincing, but not this convincing.
Yeah.
This would have been impossible to predict.
What a combination to the head by Kostya. A left hook, straight right hand to the head. There's a straight right hand to the nose again by Tszyu. Now he goes down to the body at the back.
Some water on his head. Water on his head. That's it.
Come on, Pete.
There you go, baby. Put him on him now. Good try.
Mouth.
Bye. La paro en el segundo round, si no, en este que sigue, si no me tira las manos, La voy a parar, le digo.
Well, don't stop it if you don't throw enough punches. They got everybody up there, including a doctor. Everybody else is up there.
Es el décimo, La voy a parar, si no.
This is the 10th round.
He may need a priest.
Well, he's got everybody but a surgeon and hairdresser in there. He's got everybody. And everybody's saying the same thing. If you don't start fighting, we're stopping this.
I'll tell you what, though, it's a testament to his intestinal fortitude.
There's no questioning. There's no questioning his heart and his courage. But right now, sometimes you just get to a point where all you're going to do is hurt the body more.
Gonzalez has never been stopped, but a stoppage here might prevent further punishment by Kostya. He is so very far behind on points.
Stop! No, stop! No. Don't grab him.
He has been beyond points for a long time now.
Well, he's trying hard, but that being blocked by Tszyu. Tszyu comes back with a furious assault.
Tsz유's used a lot of energy, too. He doesn't want to waste himself and let everything hang out with 2 rounds to go. Abel Sanchez is stopping it.
Yeah, he is. That's it. And the referee, of course, has the last say, and the referee agrees. It's over.
It didn't look like he had a chance of doing anything.
The father, Boris, Tszyu, Australian and Russian fans of Kostya celebrate the victory. We've got a new champion.
I don't know how they all got in the ring so quickly.
Well, if that wasn't an impressive performance, I don't know what is.
They got in there about as quick as a Kostya right hand.
It might have not been the fight of the year we anticipated, but it was the fight of the year for Tszyu.
Might have been the beating of the year.
Yeah, the beating of the year could be, and the one-way beating of the year. We thought we were going to see a nice balanced fight, but Tszyu took over, and he just wouldn't quit. Till it's amazing he didn't knock him out in that 1 round. Bobby, I don't think I've seen a fighter take that much punishment from a guy can punch like that and not go down.
I'll tell you what, he really showed what he was made of, with his heart at least and his chin. Because clearly in the 5th round, it was close enough to stop.
Yeah, if they'd have stepped in there and stopped it, nobody would have said anything.
It wouldn't have been a bad stoppage.
That is the picture of a beaten fighter. There's a victorious Kostya for the first time in over 2 years. The WBC has a super lightweight champion, and his name is Kostya. The victory comes at the expense of a beaten-up Miguel Gonzalez. Tszyu now a 2-time world champ. Being consoled there is Miguel Gonzalez. You see the remnants of a cut over the left eye. A happy Kostya now improves to 23-1-1 with 19 knockouts, 7-1-1 in world title fights. We'll take a look back at the stoppage right here.
This stoppage is warranted not just by the referee, but Abel Sanchez knows his fighter. They're together in the gym 6-7 days a week for endless weeks on end, and they've been together for 4 years. He knew his fighter had nothing left, and he was sparing him what could have been a very, very severe beating. You'll see the referee will look over in the corner, and he'll see Abel Sanchez, as you just see him coming into the screen on the left, and he says, yeah, okay, we're waving it off. In effect, they basically threw in the towel. This is another look at it from the overhead. Some of the shots were very clean. There you can see Gonzalez. I mean, he's getting hit cleanly with a lot of the punches. A few of them are missing. His legs aren't under him. He has almost no offense to offer back. you know, it's not a bad call either way, even if the referee did it without Abel
Bobby,
Sanchez.
this is the second time in 3 fights this has happened in a Kostya Tszyu fight. In his 9th round TKO over Rafael Ruelas, Joe Goosen, the trainer for Ruelas, jumped into the ring as well to stop the fight. The referee stopped it there.
I saw that fight, and I think that was also warranted. The referee, it was borderline. Ruelas was still trying. A durable guy with a great reputation for being tough, but still, there is a point when you say, okay, enough's enough.
That's how tough Tszyu is. Meanwhile, Gonzalez suffers his second defeat, only his second defeat now, 43-2-1. His only other loss, of course, to Oscar De La Hoya, and only his second loss in 14 world title fights. Let's get the official time from our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr. Jimmy?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 48 seconds in round number 10. Our referee in charge, Frank Santori, stops the contest and recognizes the corner's request to stop the bout. The winner by way of technical knockout and the undisputed WBC super lightweight champion of the world, Kostya